before I get into my haul, I do want to point out that this background here, I do intend to change it very soon. I'm just trying to figure out what theme I want to go with, whether I want it to be a mix of Marvel characters or maybe specifically Avengers. I don't know, I feel like Avengers, we see them so much, especially still in stores. I may not want to go with that. But maybe a mix of Marvel, or it could be a mix of DC, random DC characters, or have a specific DC Comics focus, maybe Batman figures or Suicide Squad figures, something along those lines. I really did enjoy when I had my horror figures up here. I could go back to that. There's some other options as well that I can kind of mix and match up here, but if you know my collection well and you have a suggestion, let me know what you think I should do for my background here, because I definitely want to switch it up very soon, especially since this season of Walking Dead is not really knocking my socks off. I don't think it's knocking anybody's socks off, but I'm trying to stick with it, though. I'm still doing my analysis of each episode, so I'm trying to stick with it. But anyway, yeah, I do want to go ahead and get into the haul here. My first major stop, as the title of this video suggests, was Power Comics. And I do have a giveaway going related to Power Comics. If you don't know about that giveaway, go back to my last Saturday night vlog video, SNV Sober Saturday, and it's in the last few minutes of that video. You can find out the details. So yeah, check that out if you aren't already familiar with that giveaway. I am going to do a separate video about the giveaway, but it's still going to direct you back to that video, because that video is where you will need to comment in a specific way. So yeah, just check that out if you haven't done so already, but I'm going to do a separate video about the giveaway soon, because I really want to promote Power Comics. It is an amazing shop, and again, that's Power Comics, located in Conway, South Carolina, and they do have an eBay shop as well. So I asked them to hang on to a couple of items for me, and of course they were nice enough to do it. Really nice people there, because there was one item the last time I was there that just really grabbed my attention, and I was like, you know how it is, collectors, you see something sometimes and you're like, I must have that. So that's how it was with this particular item, and let me not keep you in suspense. I'll go ahead and show you what it is. It's actually an art print, and I don't buy art prints often, but this one here, as soon as you see it, you'll see why I needed to have this one. Yeah, so there it goes. And I'm not going to keep the whole thing in frame the entire time, because this is a more mature art print, I guess you could say. But look at how awesome this is. It's basically done like a magazine cover. And if you can't tell what the title is supposed to be, it says Merc back there. M-E-R-C back there. So that's Merc. That's the title of this fictional magazine there. It can't really read everything that it says back here. I know it says something about mercenary there, and then I can't really make out the rest. Up here, Valentine's special, guns, bombs, and blades, how to find true love as a merc. And talk about a power couple there, Deadpool and Harley Quinn. Two of my absolute favorite characters. Of course, I'm a huge fan of Harley Quinn. And Deadpool, in my book, I put a lot of thought into this. I feel like that's my favorite movie of the year. To me, it was very close between that and Captain America Civil War. But now that I own both and I've gone back and I've watched both, Deadpool wins out for me personally. And that's just because I think it was more focused. It just felt more focused overall, and I guess with the smaller cast, that makes sense. And then Civil War did have some kind of glaring plot issues, but it was still entertaining, But yeah, Deadpool wins out for me. So it says Deadpool meets his match, and if you're going to say that Deadpool meets his match, I think Harley Quinn definitely fits that mold, Some other things here: Merc Fashion Guide, the season's killer styles, killing heroes the Merc way, top 50 Merc assassinations, Reader's Choice Awards. And it says Merc exclusive, Harley Quinn leaves Mr. J for a D-Pooley psychotic love. I really love all the details on here. And it says getting the most out of your hostages before they die. So yeah, this is really awesome. I really like this print here. And let me see if I can try to give you a quick full view there. And that's the majority of it in frame. But yeah, this is just awesome. I really like that. And I like too how Deadpool, has a sleeve rolled up and you see all these tattoos going on there. Maybe not completely true to the character, because his skin is supposed to be all burnt up and everything, but I still like that though. and Harley Quinn looks a little bit different from the way she usually does, but you can definitely tell that's Harley Quinn. I like the grenades there with the little smiley faces and everything. So yeah, this art print, I'm so glad to have this. And oh, some other details here. I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead. The sword here, the Peacemaker, I like that. And then this knife that she's holding, I noticed this when I first saw the print. You see the knife says for bats, and it has the little bat symbol on there. So again, just great details throughout on this print. But yeah, I'm really happy to have this one, and this is something I need to try to find a frame for. If somebody knows where you can find cheap frames, please let me know, because the price on some frames is ridiculous. I just can't afford that. So, you know, let me know if you know where to find some cheap picture frames, or, you know, frames large enough for a print like this. Okay, so yeah, really happy to have that now. I'm so glad they held it for me. I don't know if it would have been sold or anything, but I just didn't even want to chance it. So yeah, I'm really glad to have that. And then with my giveaway to Power Comics, I did say that I think you should, you know, you go to a comic shop, even if you're really into collectibles, that's your main purpose. I think you should still try to, you know, appreciate the comics, because there's some great stuff going on in comics. And one storyline I was really enjoying was the Captain America storyline related to Hydra. I won't get into all the details of it, but Steve Rogers Captain America, because if you know about what's going on in the comics, then you know that Falcon has also taken over the role of Captain America. So yeah, there's different versions of Captain America basically, but this is Steve Rogers, the original Captain America, and a story very much involving Hydra. And they kind of sidelined this storyline for the sake of Civil War 2 in the comics, but now they're getting back to the storyline, and I'm really happy about that, because like I said, I've really been enjoying it, very intrigued to see what else is going to happen. And then I missed out on the debut of Riri Williams in the comics, and if you don't know, she's a young black lady. I think she's actually a teenager, like around the age of 15, but she's taking over sort of the role of Iron Man, like sort of filling in his place, because Tony Stark in the comics is not actually acting as Iron Man right now. It's Riri Williams, and then also, surprisingly enough, I learned this from a video on YouTube, Dr. Doom also has taken up the mantle, so that's very interesting. But yeah, here is the official first issue, Invincible Iron Man. You see Riri Williams as Ironheart. I've really been waiting on this. I'm actually kicking myself already, because they had several of these, and as soon as I left the shop, I was like, I really should get one to read, one just for prosperity, you know, like to put up and keep and have intact and everything, because yeah, I think this is going to be one to really hang on to. So I might have to do that. I might have to call Power Comics and tell them, please put one aside for me, and I'll come back and get it soon. Yeah, I think I actually am going to do that tomorrow. But yeah, I can't wait to check this out. And I really wanted to get her debut, but that comic disappeared, and the value on it has jumped up. So I don't know if I'll be able to track that one down. Maybe I'll be able to read the storyline when they put it into a collection eventually. But yeah, really looking forward to checking both of these comics out. Now, of course, Power Comics, they do have a good selection of pop figures. So there was one I already asked them to keep on hold for me, because I realized that it was out. And I was like, oh, it's out, so I better check with them. And luckily, yes, they did have it, and they did hold it for me. So again, not going to keep you in suspense. Boom. You got the Dark Knight Returns Joker. I'm so glad that I had this one. He looks so sharp in that white suit. I really like this pop figure. And what really made me want to get this figure is I have read the Dark Knight Returns before. I do own it. But what really made this version of the Joker stand out in my mind again was watching the animated version, which they did a great job with it. They really did a good job with the animated version of the Dark Knight Returns. It's a 2-part movie. Excellent. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. But I like that version of the Joker. It's nice to see, you know, these different versions of the Joker. But yeah, I really like this one. And yeah, so glad to have this figure. And then you see some other figures here in this set. Originally, I don't think Superman was announced. I thought it was just going to be Batman figures and Carrie Kelly Robin. But then they did say that, you know, they're putting out this Superman figure as well. No idea when he's coming out, no idea when this version of Robin is coming out, but the other Batman figures actually are already available. So, you know, if you're interested, be on the lookout for those. Now, I happen to have a friend that is very much a huge Batman fan. He tries to get pretty much everything Batman, and you may have heard his name on my channel before, Dan Bat Silva. Okay, in the Bat, you know, is sort of his like nickname he throws in there, Dan Bat Silva. Matter of fact, he's the person that got me my unboxing knife here, okay, which is very cool. So that was a nice, you know, present from him. And this was actually part of the birthday present that he sent my way. Very nice of him. But I showed him some well, at least one picture of what else they had available at Power Comics, and he went for 2 of the figures because he already has one of them. So I picked up for him the Dark Knight Returns Batman here in the blue suit, which is, it does have some great details to it. I'm not going to take it out of the box, of course, because this isn't mine, this is his. But I do like that he has the wrinkles there, you know, he has a nice that grimace on his face, you know, that anger showing, and even the top that he's wearing has some wrinkles like molded into it. So just good detail on this Batman figure. Yeah, and that one is on the back of the box. Okay, and then the other one that I picked up for him here, we got the unmasked armored Batman, which is really cool looking as well. Yeah, I really like this one. I think they did a great job with the face again, and again you see the wrinkles there. Hopefully you can see it. See if it's picking up some on camera. Maybe not, maybe you can't see it too sharp, but yeah, they're there. They got the wrinkles on the face. The outfit looks great. Yeah, it just really exemplifies, you know, that character. Represents him very well from the Dark Knight Returns comic and of course the animated version as well. So yeah, very cool. So I believe that Dan Bat Silva already has the armored Batman with the actual mask on. So yeah, it'd be good to go with this set, you know, and of course when these others release, I'll be on the lookout for these if he's interested or if anybody else is interested. And I do try to help out my friends. Like I said, this hunt wasn't just about me. I was really on the hunt helping out other people as well. But I will say, while I was in Power Comics, there was one more pop that caught my eye. And by the way, Dan Bat Silva, he already has this Joker here, so he was good on that one. But in a recent Funko News video, I said if you're gonna get this particular figure I'm about to show you, that you might as well go for the blood splattered version, pretty much knowing in my mind that if I saw it I was gonna get it, and I did see it. They had it at Power Comics. I scooped it up. This is the blood splattered Conan figure. I really am glad to have this figure, and I love when they do these blood splatter figures and they actually had that on the box. It looks very cool. So yeah, really glad that I saw this one, and I was really happy to go ahead and scoop it up. And I definitely have fond memories of the Conan movies, you know, as watching them as a kid. Really did enjoy those movies. In the back of the box, it just has, you know, the cover for the movie, the poster. So yeah, it doesn't show the other figures, but there of course is the common Conan, and then they also have Red Sonja common version in a blood splattered Red Sonja, which I may have to get that one. I probably would only get the blood splattered version if I come across it, because you know I got the blood splattered version of Conan, so I might as well go for the blood splattered version of Red Sonja. So yeah, really happy to have these figures here added to the collection, and I will get these off to Dan Bat Silva very soon. But we're not done here, people. We are not done. I went to actually swung by somebody's house, somebody who is a private seller, and because I knew that I wanted to get one figure that he had posted on Facebook, and I've really been waiting for this, the Scarecrow Impopster. When they first put out the images of the Impopsters, this was the main one that I wanted because I'm a big fan of the Scarecrow. So a Scarecrow Batman mashup, I was all in, and this really does look cool. I mean, it is just, you know, repaint, of course, of the original Batman mold, but they did a pretty good job with this paint job. It looks really cool to me. And for the sake of time, I'm not going to take these figures out. I'm just going to keep things moving here. Maybe in another video I'll show these figures a little more up close. Okay. And you all can let me know in the comments if there is a particular figure you'd like to see up close in a future video. Just let me know. And then one other figure, I was kind of surprised that he had this one and not the main one in the line, but he said it is on the way, so I was like, you know what, I might as well go ahead and get this one. And he really did cut me a great deal on these. So we have Robin from Batman the Animated Series, and really cool that I have this one, because like I said, that lets me know that Batman from this series is on the way. So yes, this version of Batman is on the way. I definitely like his let's see if you can see it well there. I definitely like his expression, even though it's a little simple mouth there. It really does fit the animated version of Batman. I just need to see that body sculpt in person. I'm kind of wondering what it's going to look like. But yeah, I'm really want to get that one, and I probably will get all of this series. I'm kind of iffy on Batgirl, but I kind of figure if I get these other ones and then I see Batgirl, I'll probably want to scoop her up as well. But Harley Quinn is a must, Joker is a must, Poison Ivy is a must. Yes, and Poison Ivy was great on that series. Really, all the characters were, but I think that's probably the best representation of Poison Ivy. Yeah, so Robin does look pretty true to the series as well, and Robin was great on that series also. In fact, going back some years, I remember seeing Batman the Animated Series, the entire series, I think it was 4 seasons, on sale all together, and I actually had the money, and I got kind of iffy on it. I passed it up. I'm kind of kicking myself for that, because that would have been so great to have the whole Batman the Animated Series, but maybe I'll find it again with a deal on it. Now, I kind of messed up because I got the Scarecrow and Popster, and then I was like, oh, I didn't check with Dan, to see if he has that figure, if he's collecting the Impopster. So I hit him up and he said that yes, he is collecting them too, and he needs the Scarecrow. So I kind of cut a U-turn there. I called back the seller, and he was cool about it, and everything. He actually came back home because he had just left, but he came on back home and he sold me another one. So yeah, I do have another Scarecrow and Popster for Dan, and this is not a trade. He's actually paying the cost plus shipping, because I just can't always afford to do trades. I mean, that is money, so like I said, I'll help my friends out sometimes just by them paying cost plus shipping. So that's what we worked out, and he's gonna get his Pops very soon. And then another double. Before the night was over, I ended up with another double figure, because my good friend Sherry Stover had a particular figure in mind, and she was kind of disheartened when I picked up mine and she wasn't able to get one because they didn't have an extra at Power Comics. They had already sold the other figures, but luckily I came across it at FYE. So Sherry Stover, who by the way is a great Funko Pop custom artist. If you're not familiar with Sherry Stover, I have plenty of videos showing off her work on my channel. But yeah, she's gonna get that Joker from The Dark Knight Returns as well. So yeah, this was everything that I picked up, or I should say everything that I'm going to share, because honestly I did pick up some figures and some other things as well for a trade box that I'm working on, but I'm not going to give really details about that right now. I really wish I could share those items, but I'm not going to do that because they will be shared once this person gets her box. So I'll just wait on that, and then once she actually puts her video up, I'll make sure that I direct you all to check it out. But yeah, like I said, I wish I could share it because I did get some cool stuff. As a matter of fact, I got another awesome figure that's not a Funko Pop from Power Comics that's really cool. I know she's gonna love it, but like I said, I'm not gonna share it. That's gonna be up for her to share in her own video. But yeah, this is like I said, everything that I'm gonna share in this video. Got the Pops here, that some of these will go off to my friends, and then these comics, which I cannot wait to check out. And then again, this to me is the hot ticket item, this awesome print. So yeah, I want to hear from you all what you think about the things that I picked up. Definitely let me know what you think about this print here. And I appreciate you all taking the time to check this out. It's been a little while since I did sort of a proper haul video, and this is not the hugest haul, but I'm pretty happy with it, and that's what it's really all about when it comes down to it. So yeah, look forward to hearing your feedback. Again, thank you all for taking the time to watch, and I'll talk to you all again real soon.